Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style. They be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down. Making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear it down. 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 Boosted on my cardio. I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down. 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 Everybody eating this a party one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Jags, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Etienne up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. Play action now. Mills. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Lawrence. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a third and 18. On first and 10, it's Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. The 20, 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, Alpha!
They'll run with ETN. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mills now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 27 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Succop for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mills to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been balling all day like Brady. downstairs.